How disappointing was that?
Very. Again, I think cup games like this are always difficult. So in our situation, of course, after losing 2 games, not full of confidence, not flying through the league, whatever. Made a lot of changes, of course, most of them because we couldn't do it differently, but a few because we wanted. And then the start of the game doesn't make it easier. So a free kick after 1 minute, a goal, let them fly. It makes everything easier for them and makes everything more difficult for us. So that's why you should avoid a start like this. But then it's still actually 90, 93, 94, 95 minutes to go. First half, too static against, deep defending side, right, but too static, not fluent enough, all that stuff. It's a little bit to explain, didn't play too often together, but of course could have been already better, should have been already better. Second half, it was better. We could have scored a few times, they could have scored another minimum, one very big chance they had. So even when we score then 3 times, 4 times and win maybe 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, doesn't make the performance much better. But of course it would have been nice to score these 1-2 goals more because it feels differently. And so I am responsible for, and I feel really responsible for this performance because I thought we could do better. And obviously we couldn't. And now we have to think about this, not too long. But we have to think about this, and you learn always about situations, players, all that stuff in all games. And so it's an important game today for us, and obviously we couldn't deliver.
How important, so how difficult a test is this for you now as manager to try and build everybody's confidence up again and try and get the team back into a winning?
I don't know if it's that difficult. Of course, it depends. Obviously, look, we spoke about confidence, I think, a few months ago, and I said it's a little flower or something. If something bounce on it or whatever, then it's a way. Obviously, that happened kind of, but it's not that we play without confidence. You can see a lot of moments that we are really still believe in our skills and all that stuff. So we don't have to make it too big, but it's not that difficult. It's not that I say it's no chance until Tuesday to make a real turn. If somebody asked me a second ago if this is the lowest bottom of, lowest point of my Liverpool time until now, I don't know. But if it is, then it's a perfect point to turn, because it's not possible to go lower. And that's all what we have to think about now. It's not that hard, but it feels in this moment. That's absolutely right that it feels bad, and we have to use it. But in this moment, I think it's not the right time to talk too much about being positive and staying optimistic. No doubt, from tomorrow on we will be. But in this moment, we feel really bad.
Jurgen, you've got a lot of faith and confidence in your squad here. You've always said that. Do you feel a little bit let down in how they performed today, or do you think it was just unfair there were so many new players together?
Yes. No. So I don't feel that they let me down or something. I said I'm responsible for the lineup, and I saw them training, and I thought that's the lineup. Again, we could talk about, and maybe do it tomorrow. Tomorrow press conference again. Monday. Oh, another day. We can talk about who can play, who cannot play, because today not a lot of the players who are not involved could play. So that's the thing. But no, would not be fair from my side. So again, I said, and that's what I mean, I'm responsible for the bad things and also for the good things. And today it was obviously not good. So that's my responsibility. We could have played better. Each boy could have played better. I know this. And how I said, of course, you learn always a little bit about for each single performance. Maybe there is an explanation. Not sure that we should look for it. I'm never too harsh in criticism or something like this, and especially you should not be emotional in the moment when you make the criticism. That makes no sense. So, but of course, one point I will watch the game again, and then I will know a little bit more about it. But now, from tomorrow on, we have to prepare the Chelsea game, and it's not for this. The game in the detail is not too important for it. will be in a few parts actually a similar game. So it's not that it's completely different, but of course the opponent has the highest quality in the Premier League, so that will not be an easy job. But hopefully, until Tuesday, we all can recover and the crowd can recover and can looking forward to the game. So because that would really make sense. It's a home game against the leader of the league. So we need everybody for this game. But how I said, we talked on Monday about this. Now recovery.
Yeah, you've said quite a few times, it's not blind faith, you said, but doesn't it show that the squad just isn't, the whole squad's just not there to sustain 3 competitions that it's been this season?
I don't think it's the right moment, but that's how it is. Look, again, if we played already wonderful football with this squad in this season, and we can say, from a specific point on, it was a little bit more difficult because injury here, injury there. But we did really well still. It was quite intense. We played as a championship team Derby, I think. We played at Derby in Capital One Cup, right? So they had not a percentage of a chance. So it's not years ago. It's only a few weeks ago. You saw them playing yesterday, and now all that stuff. So of course it's like having a flow and having not a flow, but it's not right to judge, even in a very bad moment, to judge people. So how I said, my responsibility and faith is nothing. You can today have faith and tomorrow you don't have, and all that stuff. We spoke about a year, and we said about the transfer window. Probably that's the next question. It's not about not wanting. It's about not getting the right players. So, and then we cannot only take a player that we have on. That makes no sense. And for this, we have to go through situations like this. And even in the history of Liverpool, probably better sides lost against worse sides. That's football. I don't like it to say like this, but it's true. It's true. And so that's not. I don't start doubting decisions are because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. We know what we have to change. Only we have to show it. So we are on it, and we know about it, and we will work on it. But it's not. I cannot explain every single thing of today. Of course not. And I don't look for excuses. Whatever you write is absolutely okay. Whatever you say is absolutely okay. Only I cannot change after a worse or a better performance and say now he's world class and now we cannot use him. It's my responsibility to pick them in the right moment as often as I can. Sometimes I have the free choice, sometimes I have to, but still my responsibility.
Final ones in the open, guys.
Can I, Jurgen, just very quickly, are you expecting Sacco to be here this time next week after the window? What's the latest on him?
No news. No news. That's all.
Do you expect him to be here next week? Or?
No news. I have no idea in this moment. So I was involved in preparing the games even when nobody saw it, but I still did the job, and that's no, nothing else to say about it.